By the time I graduated, Y2K was just over, and they were actually firing people in that industry. So I decided, all right, you know what, I want to do something.
Hi, Mauricio Garcia here. It is an honor to have the opportunity to interview an entrepreneur. He's been an entrepreneur for over 20 years in the financial services industry, and he's going to talk to us about why he made a change, still in the same industry, but why he decided to join a company that has a proven system like HGI to go even to advance his career in the financial industry. He has been involved in many businesses, has invested in many businesses, have built many businesses, and many of them have also crashed. So we're going to talk about that, and more importantly, why he made that change. So Shawn Sadruddin, thank you for the opportunity to hear your story here.
Thank you, Mauricio. It's a pleasure having me here.
So you've had many businesses. You've been in the financial services industry for 20 years. Would you say that that was kind of your core and the base that gave you the income to invest in other businesses as well?
Yes and no.
Okay.
But, being an entrepreneur was actually, it was thrown onto me. Let's say it that way. So when I graduated back in 2000, I pursued a bachelor's degree in management information systems, so IT industry, because my plan was to graduate right before Y2K was supposed to happen. Okay. So I saw that that's going to be a great field to get into. I'll get my job real quickly, and so that was the mindset at that point. That's why I went to school, have a good degree, and have a good income through a career. Because, I was born in a family where my parents, they have been corporate employees working for somebody, and that's the environment that I grew in. Mm-hmm. And so that was my thoughts as well, that, okay, I'll go to college, I'll get my degree, and then get a nice job. And at that time, IT was in high demands. So by the time I graduated, Y2K was just over, and they were actually firing people in that industry. So I decided, all right, you know what, I want to do something in the service industry. Mm-hmm. And so a friend actually said that, hey, you know what, there's an opportunity to buy a franchise at a very decent price, and it is in the insurance industry. I said, okay, great, let me check it out. So by force, I got involved into that industry. So I started my auto insurance industry business at that point.
And we didn't mention it, but this is the most traditional side of the industry. Okay,
absolutely, yes. So I just started with the traditional. Had an auto insurance location. I was selling where customers were coming, and just helping clients as well at that point. Of course, as things got better, I became more of an entrepreneur, that I wanted to stay in business, and another opportunity came at that point, and that was Quiznos. So that was another franchise that I got involved myself into. Owning Quiznos was fun, but then the environment factor, the economy, as we talk about, again hurt me. First time it hurt me when Y2K hit, so I couldn't find a job. The second time, 9/11 happened.
Wow.
So a lot of businesses were actually struggling during that time. And I was one of them as well. Now working 60, 70, 80 hours a week, trying to stay afloat, my expenses never stopped, but there was no income, so couldn't sustain myself in that business. And because of that, my other business also suffered, so I had to let go of both of those businesses.
Wow.
I lost at that point, went back to the ground, restarted again, just borrowed some money, and then bought myself a UPS store, like a shipping store.
Sure.
So I started that journey, and then we did that for about 5 years between me and my wife. We ran that place, and then all of a sudden, another economic situation happened.
You're talking 2008?
Well, no, this was before that, was road construction. Just something not planned, right? So road construction happened, and that made the business go down again. Okay. So working for all these years, trying to stay afloat in business, the traditional business, saw the failures many times, but sometimes you just can't give up in life. You got to keep going, because I had my family to feed.
Sure.
I had 2 kids that I was taking care of. I've got my parents to take care of. And, of course, all the responsibilities on your shoulders, you got to keep going every day. And that's what exactly happened. So after all this happened, I said, you know what, I'm done with businesses. So I got a job. I got a corporate job at a resort, and I was trying to learn the line of timeshares and just trying to help with that. And then got involved with a couple of friends and heavily invested everything to start our own company. And just before, I remember this exactly, 2011. My daughter was supposed to be born in a few months. Actually, my wife was pregnant, and this was January of 2011. And that day, we went out to do our gig, whatever we were doing at that point. But for some reason, my partners told me that we don't want you in the business anymore. Wow. And this is the time when we were about to start actually making some money after investing everything that I had. And that night, I was driving back. And my wife calls me because she's pregnant with my daughter, and she goes, can you bring some pizza at home? And I told, I got 10 cents in my account, girl.
Wow.
We've lost everything. So get home, and she goes, well, what are we going to do? I said, don't worry, man. You know what? I've got the hands, I've got the feet. We're going to make it again. We've done this many times. We've fallen, tried to do anything and everything. We'll make it happen again. So got back again. And this has all happened in Texas for me. So for 20 years in Texas, this life was a struggle. And then I finally moved to Georgia. They say if you change the city, some things will change. So just packed the family overnight, moved to Georgia, and then started working at a car dealership. And while I was working there, Aki came into our lives and introduced this opportunity to us. And from that point on, my life has never been the same.
People that are watching this interview, they hear, obviously, you've cycled many failures already. So you've got this, maybe developed the ability to overcome them, because I can see the mentality. And a lot of people are probably feeling identified going through these situations. And some people are saying, well, he's probably doing so great in HCI, going through 7 figures and beyond, because of all this experience in business. What would you tell to those people that may be jumping to the conclusion that because they don't have that level of expertise, that they probably won't be as successful in HCI?
Well, yeah, absolutely. There's Mauricio, there's many different components that come into play to becoming successful.
Sure.
And failure is definitely, I think, failure is a big part of success. Failure builds character. It allows you to become who you are. It allows you to become stronger as you go every day, as long as you're willing to learn from the failures. Keep a positive attitude, making sure that, you gotta have your goals, you gotta have that drive, you gotta have the dreams, that you want to do something in life, unless if I was just one of the guys that, hey, you know what, I'm stuck, let me just go get a job, my problem was that even a job could not pay and support my family. No matter what job I got at that point in time. So for me, job was not even an option. The whole idea was I got to generate enough money to sustain the survival of our family. So of course, there's many factors, like I said, that take into play into building a person into a nice character. Makes them stronger, and failure, like I said, is one of the parts. And like I said, God works in mysterious ways. You can look down upon life, or you can say, you know what, hey, thank you, God. You know what, I learned something from this mistake, and I'm going to become a little bit more intelligent and do it better the next time. But I think the key to success is keep trying. Don't ever give up. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on your hopes. Just keep trying, and if you have not seen failure, that means you've never even tried anything.
And speaking about failure, obviously some of these businesses you've tried to build in the past, you invested a lot of money, a lot more than what it costs now to start a business with HCI for sure.
Of course.
And but still, there's statistics out there.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to get into the statistics now, but there's statistics that most businesses that open, within 10 years, they're pretty much gone.
Yeah.
And a lot of people that are going to watch this interview that are looking at HCI as their vehicle to improve their lives financially and maybe find more fulfilling, a more fulfilling opportunity. Do you see the same level of risk, or is it much higher rate of success, and why, compared to any business that they could be looking at out there?
Oh, absolutely. So going through so many different businesses, investing so much money, so much time, energy, effort, compared to that, man, I tell you, AGI is just a phenomenal opportunity. I can tell you because, if I can do it, I think anybody can do it. You got to have the willingness to do. You got to have the willingness to change your life. The best part about this opportunity is there is no investment. There is no risk involved. The only thing that you can become, there's two things that you need to invest generally in any business is to become successful is time and money. Mm-hmm. Well, here, there is no monetary risk. Only requirement is invest your time, work hard, and follow the system. And as long as you follow the system, it is such a proven system that anybody can come in and be as big as they want to be. They can accomplish whatever they want in life. I am a living proof of that, being through what we have been through in life. Like I said, I'm just one small person in life that goes through problems. And everybody goes through problems and tribulations in life. Absolutely. But at the same time, finding the right opportunity, the right time, the right place, and running with it, taking the actions, follow the system. It is such an amazing system that has been proven over and over and over again. And if you just follow it, success will always be there for you.
No, you come from all these different experiences, and you plugged into the HCI system and to the crusade. How has all these the previous experiences helped you reach that level of income, which is pretty amazing?
Yeah, so
what you've been able to do in such a short period of time.
Well, it's the system. Again, I can tell you one thing is because I've been into the traditional side of the financial industry, where I was always a hunter. Mm-hmm. If I did not step out of my house, I did not have anything to eat. If I did not make a sale, I couldn't survive, right? So I had to keep hunting and hunting and hunting. Where this business here, it's all about farming. It's about growing the roots. It's about creating trees, creating building a team here so that we all work together and everybody benefits in this. And that's the beauty about this. I did not realize the value of this business, Mauricio, for about at least a couple of years after joining the business. Mm-hmm. This was when my father was diagnosed with cancer. And doctors told him he's got 3 months to live. So they'd given us the time, and every moment of those 3 months I spent with him. The best part about was I did not have to worry about income.
That's powerful.
Because this business is such that if you help others become successful, you become successful. So it gives you a great internal satisfaction of what we do. And at the same time, like I said, life's going to happen to everybody. What am I building here? If I would have continued to build a Quiznos, could my family would have survived on that business if once I was gone? Or could I have even attended my father for 3 months if I had a corporate job or even my business? There was no way possible I could have been able to do that. And that's the true value of AGI. It really, like I said, I cannot say enough about what this business has done and how it has changed my life.
And coming from somebody who's owned these different businesses, who has this judgment, who has the experience, telling us that it's powerful. Yeah, and I can see the honesty and also the passion that you bring into this opportunity. So, Shawn, thank you very much. I don't know if there's last words, or I should say a message that you want to make sure you get across to the people that are watching this, outside of the questions I had prepared for you?
Sure. No. The only message I will tell everybody is, guys, don't stop dreaming. Keep on dreaming, but dreams don't come true until you take actions. And once you find the right opportunity, act upon it. And I'll tell you what, with no risk, this business has truly changed my life. And if I would recommend anybody, please join the business, watch, learn, and follow the system, and this business will change your life. So, Mauricio,
Thanks again, Shawn.
Thank you
very
for
much.
having me here.
And for those of you that are found this video or were asked to watch this video, if you're looking to join HGI or looking for an opportunity, a legitimate opportunity to help you change your financial life, change your life in many different areas, like it changed Shawn's life, my life. Reach out to the person that asked you to watch this video. They'll be able to answer any additional questions you may have, and hopefully you join us so we can grow together in this great company. Thank you for watching.